Hey guys, this is John here in Los Angeles with the Alpha Channel update for Thursday, August 15th, 2024. And today we have God Country number 3. And so the last one left off with the Aristus, the god of war, going to his father, Atum, and telling him that this guy had his sword and he wouldn't give it back, and come back down here to Earth and get it back for me. Meanwhile, Grandpa is sitting out with his daughter, enjoying the evening with his daughter and son, Roy, and I think the daughter's name is Dina, his granddaughter, not his daughter. He's outside with his granddaughter. The husband and wife are having a conversation inside. The husband is explaining to his wife that he feels responsible, that he said a prayer that something would come and take his dad away. And his father, the grandfather, is outside having a conversation with the granddaughter, who asks to play with the sword. And the sword starts talking to her and explaining to her why it's not a toy. And it embarrasses her, and she runs inside crying. And the grandfather, was that really necessary? Blah, blah, blah. The sword is basically all weapons, all edged weapons everywhere. It magically controls all of them at the same time. It's sort of like death, if death was a sword god. And so the husband and wife are still having a conversation where the son's making this confession to his wife, like, I brought this on us, it's my fault, I wished it. The dad comes in and they have a conversation, father and son, like, it's not your fault. This has been going on for a long time. This has nothing to do with you. Blah, blah, blah. And as they're having this conversation, the son is getting used to it, but then he gets attacked by a demon. So this is kind of like, I had this thought that what if the son is actually Clarence in True Romance, and the wife is Alabama, and their little girl is like Elvis, their son, at the end of that movie. And he, in Austin, has gotten in with some drug dealers who have followed him home, and the dad is Dennis Hopper. And the dad has Alzheimer's, but when he's awake, he's very much Rambo. And so this is kind of like what an 80s movie would be like if the monsters were drug dealers and they had followed the son home from the big city. That's not really what happened, but it's really the same kind of plot. Because what's going on here, so the grandfather has the sword, he's fighting all the monsters, and the sword is telling him not to attack the main demon. When the main demon shows up, don't attack him. And he's using, the sword's name is Valofax. And he's using his magic powers to protect the people in the house. But the main demon has the ability to, so this is the main demon, Baelgrim. The names aren't bad. They're very Norse. So this is an attacking demon. He's not related to Asterus, except that he's an enemy. This would be like the Niflheim, or the, what's the name of the Frost Giants? I don't know. I don't remember. But this would be like the Frost Giants attacking Thor's friends, essentially. And it doesn't really so much want the sword. It knows it can't get the sword, but it wants to provoke Asterus and the father god Atum. And so it tricks this guy into attacking him. And when he does, it vanishes into a cloud of smoke. And Grandpa runs back in the house. Grandpa's name is Emmett, by the way. He runs back in the house to find that Dina has been kidnapped. And he's going to go to hell to get her back. He'll rescue her. I was listening to a Cliff High today, and he was talking about how the Elohim, the Greek word for the honorific, I guess, what I think he was saying, or the plural is H. And so the word for hell is really plural of the Elohim. And anywhere they go, they're torturers and abusers and blah, blah, blah. Oh, and here's the other cover I have for number 3. I have 1 through 4, and I have double covers of a bunch of them. I thought I bought the whole complete run, but I didn't. I only bought 4. This is kind of a cool idea where it's like a god is the blade, like between the handle and the blade, so that it has no weight. You're just really holding the handle. You're not really swinging all that sword. It's kind of clever. Makes the Thundercats sword look paltry in comparison. So we also have the Yggdrasil card deck box. This is today's card. This is the book by Frost. And so today's card is Sif. I've got to cover the bottom half of the card because Sif is not fully dressed today. I think a couple people have gotten their channels in trouble for that, but looks like she's wearing a hood. She's not. It's just her hair. Kind of like my hair is looking at the moment. A little crazy. But so yeah, so that's the Bifrost Yggdrasil for today. Today's episode is brought to you by The Legacy of a Mad Scientist, a story about Ashley Fox and her brother Jeffrey who go on the run from government agents. When those government agents decide that her father's inventions would be better off in their hands and that it's treason for him not to turn them over. So in this, the legend of Ashley Fox, Ashley and Jeffrey are orphans at an LA orphanage, and they have to unite the gangs against a group of serial killers running the orphanage and killing the children. And we also have a comic book in Ashley Fox, The Last Valkyrie, and it's here in the description, a PDF. You can check it out if you want. It's black and white. We have some of the panels in color. Eventually we'll get them all in color, but that's where we're at right now. Working on some video games, working on a bunch of projects. So mostly I've been writing. I'm 62 pages into this new story that I just started. I've been doing it a lot less than, made up the story a long time ago. I've been working on the story over a period of years, but I only started typing it out 26 days ago. So it's going really well. All right, hope you guys are having an awesome summer. Talk tomorrow. Bye.